If you watched the last video I made, you're gonna know what this drink is. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've decided to make homemade Ronto Wraps. Now I'm gonna put homemade in quotes because I didn't make any of the sausage, I didn't make the pita bread. Heck, I didn't make the coleslaw. Ow, it's hot stuff. And we're going to make the recipe that I came up with on my own and see which one tastes better. Probably not mine. There's a few things you need to know before you even start this whole Ronto Wrap thing. First off, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna taste just like a park one. They have specific sausages and specific ingredients that go into it. But there are a few things you can do at home to make it taste close to as possible as you can make it. First off, you want a pita pocket. It's a Ronto Wrap. It's like a hot dog rolled up into a yummy pita. Roasted garlic peppercorn sauce, which is what they use on there as far as I can tell. Coleslaw. I didn't make coleslaw. I'm from the South. I should know how to make coleslaw, but you know, this is cheaper. And we have one more ingredient that we didn't talk about. This, pork. Pork is important.
Like Porkins, the pilot.
Is important because they have like shaved pork throughout the Ronto Wrap. So whenever you eat it, you get a little bit of pork and it's part of the Ronto Wrap. And this is something we're actually gonna make from scratch. Using olive oil, salt, pepper, pork, boom. We're gonna keep it as basic as possible. A little bit of olive oil just to get the pan a little hot. We're gonna let the pan smoke. Once the pan smokes, we're gonna put our pork on one side. We're gonna put pink Himalayan salt on one side and pepper on the other. And we're gonna keep it, like I said, as basic as possible because the flavor is really coming from the sausage and from the coleslaw that's in there. A little salt and pepper. I don't pepper meat until I'm about to put it on because it kind of dehydrates the meat a little bit. So I usually do pepper first and then salt. Actually, I'm not going to use the pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to use this fine crystal sea salt from Trader Joe's. It's great. But I do need these tongs. They're my favorite things to cook with. A good set of tongs can save your life. You don't want to put too much salt on this because the olive oil is kind of salty already. But I like a heavy amount of pepper on steaks and on pork because it just kind of offsets that salty meat flavor. So normally I like to say when you're doing meats, you want to sear it on either side for about a minute or two, 3, depending on the kind of meat that it is, and then finish it off in the oven. But for these, since there's going to be very tender pieces of meat inside of a Ronto Wrap, we're going to do it on a very, very low heat. I have my oven or my stove on 2 right now. Just getting it warm enough to be able to put it in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just shave off really thin pieces of pork to put inside the Ronto Wrap. But again, we're going to cook these slow and low. Slow and low. My North Carolinian roots, I'm going to make everything slow and low because that's where barbecue, good barbecue comes from. Fight me, Kevin. Just want a nice even cook on all sides. You know what I mean? A little bit of pork in the skillet. Make the Ronto Wraps. We don't need a lot of meat from this, so if you're really trying to save food, you can kind of like cut one of these in half and kind of shave. I'll show you how I'm going to shave them off. But you don't need a ton of pork for this. But you do need enough to make it hearty. A hearty Ronto Wrap. It's cooked to perfection. A light, like white color. You don't want it to be pink. A little pink's okay, but you don't want to be like overly pink. That's perfect. Evan, this is going to be the best Ronto Wrap you've ever had outside of Galaxy's Edge.
I was about to say, whoa, easy, but then you added the outside of Galaxy's Edge.
Here, let's be very clear about this. It is not going to be as good as Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, you don't know. It could be.
No, it's not.
You don't know.
It's not going to be.
It might be.
Disney, nope, it's not. Disney has like this thing they do where everything they do there is better.
Except Pizzerizzo.
That's very true.
Well, we don't talk about that.
Pizzerizzo. What I'm going to do is each one of these Ronto Wraps is going to have 4 of these little pieces. So basically a quarter of a pork chop going into each one of these. Boom, boom. I'll leave that one to the side. Now I just want you to taste the pork itself and tell me what you think. Spin it around so they know that you're taking it and it's not some flash cut.
It's a pretty good pork chop.
Good pork chop?
Pretty
Okay.
good pork chop.
Okay.
Seasoning's like the right amount on there. Like it's not overbearing. It's pretty good. It's gonna be good on the Ronto Wrap. It'll easily be the best Ronto Wrap I've had in 3 weeks.
Yay! The rest of this is going to be assembling. There's going to be a little bit of manipulation on one of the ingredients because I think just going on my taste reflexes, there's like a little bit of vinegar on the coleslaw. I'm going to mix a little bit of that in there. Again, I'm going on my recipe versus the recipe that I've seen floating around online. These 2 sausages right in there on a low heat. Nice and warm. Put a little olive oil at the bottom just so it doesn't stick to the pan, and we're gonna sear these bad boys. They're gonna be delicious. They're gonna stick right out that pita wrap. That looks just like a Ronto.
It really does.
It does, right?
Yeah, it really does.
So this is the one that I think are gonna taste more like a Ronto wrap than the recipe I saw floating around with the cheddar. I think that's gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna be quite what a Ronto wrap is.
Well, if it's cheddar, then how's it gonna be good at?
That took a second, and I'm ashamed to admit that. So I thought it would be appropriate to make the coleslaw for the Ronto wrap inside this Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker metal popcorn bucket. So what we're gonna do is this is a prepackaged coleslaw from Publix. Again, I wasn't gonna make all the ingredients. Also, a lot of ingredients for coleslaw were gone from the Publix that we shop at because of COVID-19. I guess coleslaw's a necessity?
It's a hot commodity.
I guess. Open this bad boy up. Yeah. This is like the strongest plastic I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. Alright, ready? Now here's the thing about coleslaw. You don't need a ton of it for the Ronto wraps, so I'm using like a third of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix in some... Nope, not using that one.
Like?
I'm going to use this one. El Yucateca extra hot sauce, and there's a reason for that. It's not going to be a lot, but there's a reason for it. And we have vinegar, and I'm going to use red wine vinegar for this because I think it's going to add a little bit of flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. This is a brand new bottle. Just splash. You don't want too much. You don't want to get crazy. You don't want to get greedy. Check on our little sausages here. They're perfectly seasoned, I think. Cool.
Yep.
So here is, I think, one of the most important steps. Making the pita bread a little warm, but not like too warm. So what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be controversial because of COVID-19. But I'm gonna take the lid to this. It's not really the lid for the skillet, but because there's not really a lid for a skillet. But I'm gonna put the pita bread on top of these, and I'm gonna let it sit there for a minute. What that's gonna do, and I'm making this up, is that pita bread is gonna absorb the flavor of the sausage, and it's gonna also make it a little more pliable to move around. It could be terrible. If it is terrible, we have 2 more pita breads, we're fine. My secret ingredient here, super hot sauce, but
What is this, hot ones all over again?
El Yucateca. El Yucateca is the best hot sauce you can buy for the money. It's legit and it tastes good. This is just gonna add a little bit of flavor and a little bit of heat to make the sausage and the extra ingredient. And I'm literally only gonna do a dash of that. 2 tiny little dots inside all that coleslaw.
As DJ would say, what's he say, like bleep, blop, bloop?
Bleep, blop, bloop. You know what DJ stands for?
Don't join.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
of course
know
I know. Come on, man. I wouldn't be here if I didn't know that. I'd be like, Brad, I'm not good enough for the podcast. I'm out.
Smell that. Okay, I just want.
Smell-o-vision.
I wish smell-o-vision was real.
Smell-o-vision.
I wish smell-o-vision because that smells so good.
That smells like a Ronto wrap.
It does. All right. Let's assemble these bad boys and see what we can do. I'm gonna steal that. Oh, I forgot. This is actually really hard to come by for some reason. Drew's Organic Roasted Garlic Peppercorn Sauce, which is apparently peppercorn sauce, garlic peppercorn sauce is what they use in the Ronto Wraps. Again, not the recipe, the one from the internet.
And you can always trust the internet, of course.
Yes. Which is why The Rise of Skywalker has a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes, because you can trust the internet.
Because that movie sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst. I can't believe.
Coming from 2 guys that love it.
So stupid.
Is that gonna be our next episode in defense of The Rise of Skywalker?
I think it's gonna have to, man.
It might have to.
I don't understand. Here's the thing. Last Jedi is my favorite movie of the sequel trilogy. Okay, it's my favorite one.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
But I get why people didn't like it. I don't get why people didn't like The Rise of Skywalker. It makes no sense to me. Like, you were like, it's too much this, it's not enough this, and they're like, oh, you like this? We're gonna give you all this, and everyone's like, this. All right, we're gonna place the Ronto sausage right inside that Ronto wrap there. Boom. That looks pretty accurate, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It does.
As far as size goes, I think it's pretty accurate. We're gonna put some coleslaw on here. You know what, actually we're gonna drizzle the peppercorn sauce on there first, because I feel like that would be the last thing that goes on there, would be the... I gotta be honest with you, man, that smells a lot like what Ronto Wraps smell like.
Yeah, when you put that in with the coleslaw smell, yeah.
I can go too crazy, just a little bit of it just to make it nice and flavorful. I don't want to go too nuts. And we're gonna go in with the pork. Carefully put that pork in there. On the side. Don't they put cheese? Oh no, I lost a piece.
The force is not strong with that one.
Don't they put like cheese in this? Am I wrong?
I think they do. It's been a minute since I've had it.
Me
but
too. Someone consult a photo of the Ronto Wrap. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film you and Holly trying these. Because the first time I tried Ronto Wrap was by myself.
Really?
Yep.
Actually, I think the
Disneyland.
first time I had one was by myself also.
Holly, come in here.
Actually, I think the only time I've ever had them is by myself. I've never ate with anybody.
Come on, get in here.
Traditions are about to be
Put
ruined.
Animal Crossing down and come in here.
Actually, I think
That's pretty friggin' close.
the only thing I would say is maybe it's a little heavy on coleslaw, but that's
Yeah,
just
maybe a
because
little bit, but that's
Disney
just
is
because
cheap.
it's because we're home.
Disney is cheap, we are not.
All right, give them a try. 3, 2, 1.
I think
Is it
that's
close?
the sausage they use.
You think so? Is it that close?
That's definitely the sausage I use.
Really? Oh, good. I'm so glad. My instincts were right on this.
Yep.
That's really good.
Yes.
And it's definitely heavy on the coleslaw, but like we said before,
Our
That's
pitas
good.
aren't as sturdy.
well, yeah, but that's because we overloaded them compared to Disney.
That's true. Yeah.
Disney doesn't put as much in it.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 100, what would you give this out of? So, to me, Ronto Wrap is pretty perfect from Disney. I would give it 100. Out of 100, what would you give this?
We just need to update the pita and then it'd be pretty good.
It's probably a 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? It's that close?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so exciting.
Pita's the only problem.
These pitas are really bad.
They taste fine.
That tastes friggin' identical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easily a 90. But just the pita that.
Oh my god, that
where
is
it falls
so
apart.
friggin' close. Dude, I cannot believe how close that is. I've made a lot of things from the parks at home, butterbeer included. This is absolutely the closest I've come to making it just like the version of the park. Yeah, man, that's really friggin' close. That's really close. I also want to point out that all the ingredients to buy this Ronto Wrap cost less than one Ronto Wrap.
And we made 2 with plenty left over. So there's that one, plus plenty of ingredients left over. So